Hello, it's Sharon here from Cotton Pod. In this video, I'm going to show you how I change colour on my Wild Fen Cowl each and every row without cutting the yarn. So basically, we're kind of weaving and carrying the yarn with us through each row. This avoids the need to cut your yarn and sew in any ends. And it also prevents, this method also prevents any floating strands on the back of your work. With this method, your seam will appear, or not appear, but will form a diagonal up the back of your work. And if you look on the other side, there's the seam and it's barely visible. I shouldn't worry too much about this seam being at a diagonal, because when you wear the cowl, you wear the cowl bunched up and you really won't notice where that seam is. And if it bothers you, you can always put it at the back of your neck. So I've chosen two new shades for this particular cowl. I'm using Stonewashed Flow from Shapier's. And this blue one is the Calm, and this lovely brightly coloured one is called Joy. So I'm just going to set those two colours back there. So placing my work on the table, I'm going to now attach yarn shade B to yarn shade A by flipping my work over. And using a simple knot, I will join yarn B to yarn A, moving that knot as closely to the back of my work as I can. So I'm just going to tie that nice and tight. The next thing the pattern asks me to do is to skip a half treble. So we've got the chain 3 and a half treble. And we need to slip stitch into that space using both yarns wrapped around the hook. So I'll just show you that again. Going to slip stitch into that space, chain 2, half treble, insert hook in between the 2 stitch posts. Both yarns are held together, yarn over, pull a loop through, pull a loop through. That's our slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 1, still with both yarns held together. Then we're going to drop yarn A and crochet with yarn B, 1 chain. So there we have our chain 2. And then in that same space, we're going to move yarn A out to the back of our work, and in that same space there we're going to add a half treble stitch. Miss 2 trebles, miss 2 half trebles and 2 half trebles into the space between the 2 stitch posts. Miss 2 half trebles and add 2 half trebles into that space. So I'm going to go all the way around my work and then meet you back at this last pair of half trebles before I do the slip stitch into here. Then I'll show you how to change the colour again. I've now finished row 2 and I'm coming up to the point where I'm going to slip stitch into the initial chain 2. So I'm slip stitching into the initial chain 2 using yarn shade B. There's my slip stitch. Then I'm going to pick up yarn shade A, and in the space between these 2 groups of stitches I'm going to slip stitch. And this is, you can see now why the work ends up with a diagonal seam, because we're going to slip stitch across here with both shades on the hook. Chain 1 with both colours, and then you simply drop the colour that you don't want, which is yarn shade B, and you do the final chain with yarn shade A, and then keeping yarn shade B out of the way, we do our other half treble into that space with yarn shade A, and then we continue to work with yarn shade A all the way around till we come back to the beginning, where we slip stitch back into the chain 2 with yarn shade A, pick up yarn shade B, work the 2 shades together into the slip stitch and the chain 1, and then drop the shade you don't want anymore, and so on and so forth. And that way you are carrying the yarn through your work with no obvious floating bits of yarn and no need to cut the yarn either. Hope this has been useful and helpful. I value any comments in the box below. This is a super simple project, loads of fun to be had with all the different shades of Shapier's Stonewashed Flow. Already I'm seeing people come up with lots of different fun combinations, and every single one of them has looked fabulous. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and share. Happy crafting everyone, bye bye.